Hello and welcome. Right, now then, where were we? May, that's right, we were going through the months. Oh, yeah, and we're sort of not doing terribly well, it seems, because we're buying equipment. Yeah, and I do confuse myself with having the two I keep getting the name wrong every now and again. Saxlingham. That's it. I've just got to remember the word lingam, is what I would sort of keep trying to train myself, because every now and again I keep saying it wrong. I get just weird. I don't know what it is. Right, I've not started anyone's engines. I've come straight in and I wanted to start it sort of almost instantly. So, I don't think there's anything for us to do, and there's nothing ready to sell. Oh, hang on, grass. Yeah, let's not forget. Yeah, it's true. I think it's June or July though, but we will check. It's true. We have got like two grass fields. In fact, yeah, that is true. I'd forgotten about our second one, which is only one growth stage. Yeah, it's two actually. Second growth stage, but which means this two should be the same. Yeah, it's true. So 2 out of 4. Another 2 months. So it's June, July. Then we should get one. We might have to cut in September to get it. Yeah, the grass seems a little bit different on this one. It's like, I don't know, like a month behind or something. It was that first year. It was a bit unexpected. I jumped in thinking, yeah, it's going to be like... And it was like first growth stage or second growth stage. It seems to be slightly different to almost every other map, which is a bit strange. Right, so then let's go through... No, let's not. Yes, let's do what we are learning. Got to... Always with anything like it, with Farm Simulator, you got to learn something and then you got to apply it. You know, like, oh, it's gone. It has, because we've sped up. All the mist has got. It's quite misty, but then again, Britain is. So yeah, we got to sort of speed up. I have got the additional speedy thing, but I don't know. It doesn't use the normal, like the normal sort of button to speed up. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what, I'm gonna have to look into it. It's got to be another button configuration, because it is quite useful. I mean, I can get carried away with it, but it's ideal for this type of thing when you're trying to speed up to a certain time in the day and like not bore everyone to tears with it taking 5 minutes or chatting about it. Oh, okay. Oh no, what is it? What is it? Oh, it's the Pilatus. Now, that's not too bad, even though it is going to skid us somewhat. But luckily for us, it is true. Things have dropped. So that's not too terrible. So, yeah, we'll sell you first. Yeah, that's rather fortunate, is it not? That would really cripple us. We'd be right down to add 80,000 odd. So, yeah, that is really very, very good. We may as well grab you. Oh, we can't. No, can't even grab that, can we? We can grab that, though. Yeah, I think when you're this, like, low, I think you've got to do something like this. I think we're going to have to let ourselves, like, gather a bit of cash together as well before we carry on anymore. We sort of like, yeah. It's a good job we're a bit Arthur Daily like, isn't it? And there's a steady stream of things to actually be Arthur Daily with, is the other thing. I do like it. I think I'm quite... obviously, Giants do intend it to be a fairly major thing as well, really, the way that they've done it, which is... I'm glad they've embraced it. I'm also very glad it came into FS25, even as it was. It really, to me, is so fantastic. But I also do... Now, nobody will sort of probably remember this, but I mean, obviously, I come from FS19 originally. That was the very first game that I came onto the FS franchise, and I loved the second-hand equipment mod. So this fine used is about as close as it gets, and I really do love it. I am going to incorporate it as a major thing in almost all Let's Plays. I just think it adds a bit of realism, but also a bit of a random factor, really. And I'm not afraid to have second-hand equipment, so yeah, it really doesn't sort of worry me. Yeah, that's a shame, really. But I think, yeah, no, we have got quite a lot of tractors. I don't mean everything. Yeah, I think there's probably a little bit of room, but not a lot. I think we're not in any need, and both Let's Plays are fairly good for tractors. I think the Saxlingham that my The new farm starts gone mad. Yeah, we just sold nearly 3 million, and this is hard economy as well. So, and I've even like knocked my. So it really is down to the efforts of the farm and how much of we did. It really has done terribly, terribly well. Now that's you could. I've got to get to the habit of pulling out. I keep leaving this right in the way. Yeah, it's true. It's just gone mad. We bought. Well, I think we bought all of the fields we will ever need for that farm. Whereas obviously we're doing well. We spent all of our money straight away on the fields too, but we've not got to the bit of our harvest where we've sold everything. Because likewise, we will do well. I know this for a fact. Right, so then now let's grab the dynamic, the Samson. I still haven't got to use one of these yet. But obviously, we set ourselves a bit of a. We can't have a buy point. So without a buy point, or you've got to trail all the way to the top end of the map. And I don't mind doing that, but like every single time that I want to fill all of these up, because you do get through some, it's got to be on hand. You really can't do it if you've got to charge across the map like that. Can't wait really though till we get on to one thing we do need to do really by the end of the year is definitely the animals. Definitely. Right. Fantastic. So actually, yeah, we're going to be right back to about where we were, but we've got the Pilatus. This is I really do love this. Fantastic. Excellent. Now I think we're standing in fairly good stead. So we're right back to 141,000, but we have, but we've got the Pilatus. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the other thing is there are some days, though, when it's all, like, I won't say garbage, because each one of the things in the store, none of it's garbage. What I mean is garbage from your perspective as a farmer. Ooh, the production costs are really hitting us hard. Wow. What is absolutely killing us? Ooh, wood chips. Oak Vale particle board. Wow, we are going to do well ourselves. Yeah, the Emerald Drift, I don't get it. Why it does nothing, and the Emerald chips likewise. It's like we've got super guavine. So I don't get why this is like not performing well. It's not like nothing does. Oh no, I know the redwood mulch, they're obviously 0. The guar glue is guar beads. It is actually hammering them. I suppose, thinking about this, it needs a lot. Everything. Yeah, now this is the difference between the straw factory and this, is that but then these are high end. Yeah, the oak bale chips and that, we've used the guar. So really, I've got far more using the glue on this one than I have normally. Yeah, true. Every single product. So it goes to show that this needs more. Now, it's quite amazing that yesterday something was released, and I was thinking about this myself. I was thinking about how do you make a greenhouse, like a multi-level greenhouse? Now, I wouldn't have done it like they've done it, but I might still have a go, but it's going to be a bit strange, because the thing is, you've got to capture the light. Now, they've sort of done it, if you do it on levels, but because the light does come from the side a little, but the main light goes to the top. But it's a 3-level jobby, and I thought that is really quite amazing. Multi-floored. I thought that's really, really clever the way it's been done. Right. So yeah, I'm going to do something similar, but not. It's a long-term project, but it is something I've thought. Well, how do you make like a bigger one so it's legitimately you can sort of give it some welly and it's not going to be too terrible. But the other thing is I don't want it to become so it's like more than a field. That's sort of like my biggest thing. So I've got the biogas plant's got 221. How about you? Oh, no, yours is going up again too, because this is one of our main money spinners that are selling our digestates at the end of the year. Now, we did say about selling a bit of herbicide. It's true, because we're never going to use that amount. The other thing is, we ought to be checking to see if any of our fields are weeded. Yeah, as in like they've got weeds. No, they're all good. Yeah, brilliant. That's what I love to sort of see. It's nice to see weed free. It's nice to have this big field as well. It is. Let's visit and see how we're doing. Excellent corn, growing nicely. In the very early stages though, but yeah, so these two will now be. No, we've only sped up, haven't we? Well, we did go through. It is June. We did say July. It's going to rain in a little bit, so let's speed up till 3. Oh, hang on, now did we? Did I even look at what was in the sales? Yeah, I'm confusing myself with chatting. No, I didn't. I'm going to say I'm sure I haven't. Ooh. So then, we've got some big items. We probably won't get to the big items, so I don't think we're going to do that well. Do like these bits, just, well, hang on, options 25,000. Ooh. This is one of those hidden ones, isn't it, again? This could cripple us. So if we don't get... Yeah, if we don't make that will kill us. It will, and we can't afford it. But it is what it is. I've always said this. If I go out on a limb like this and I go for it, and I crash and burn, it's the crane. Then I crash and burn, and I may take a loss because it is what it is. You know, that's the thing. And I suppose it's like a real person that buys and sells. Occasionally, you might get a bit of a dud from a perspective of a salesman. Oh, we lost. Wow, we did. Yeah, well, it is what it is. You can't win them all. That's the old saying, and it's very true. 55. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do. It's a shame. I love this. I haven't actually had the Landini at all yet. I didn't think I'd quite do it. Yeah, I wouldn't normally grab this as well, but we've got to try and actually regain a bit of cash because we've just crippled ourselves. So that I didn't see any option for the crane there, so it must come with it. So must remember, Powfinger, no, do not ever sell that lorry because it's got hidden options and the game does not care that it has, and you're gonna literally get crippled. Yeah, I will hopefully. I do love the Landini. This is a nice shaped model as well. It's not like the Landini that I remember from FS25. This is quite a unique, smaller tractor, obviously, but I think we've overcome our little tiny deficiency, but we're not going to get the bigger items sort of sold. Definitely not. Yeah, we've got to dig deep with this because we're really... Right. Yeah, definitely stuffed up. Well, at least I've got the courage of my convictions into what you just gotta go with it. You know what? Nobody wins them all. It really is as simple as that. Well, and I suppose you do. Again, you learn. Me and a friend were talking, and I was saying that in Great Britain, to make a mistake is seen as terrible. You're taught at school that, don't make mistakes. And me and him both agreed, actually, do you know something? I embrace making mistakes because it's often making mistakes that's taught me and also made me who I am. You know, taught me the things that I've learnt better than anything else. Is making mistakes. So don't be afraid. In fact, really learn to love it because, I mean, within reason. Yeah, I don't mean that, no one likes making mistakes in a certain way, the emotional pain, but what I'm trying to say is the process, what it actually brings, growth, if you embrace it. But you've got to not be afraid of it. What I mean is a lot of us are taught, so therefore we don't want to make mistakes. Yeah, I know one of the gentleman at my work, he's a really clever gentleman. Really clever. He's he's a bit of a machine. He's a bit like Neo in the Matrix, when he keeps on asking the controller to chuck more programs in for him to learn, and he says of him in jest, he's a machine. And it's like that. I say the same about Peter, that he also is an absolute machine. So it's just not beautiful. Massey, I do love this. Always tempted. It's a real cracking. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, that one. It really is special. Yeah, so unfortunately we're not going to ever get to that this time, up to those two big things, which again, it is what it is. Are we that with the rules that we on this Let's Play? And I'm going to literally play by them. You don't win them all. Right, 154. So the last thing we can afford is this. Fantastic. It does look like they're dancing in there. I mean, I know they're supposed to be gesticulating to you and, like, obviously animatedly talking, but obviously you're not always anywhere near them, so it does make it look a little bit... You're looking and you're thinking, in real life, what would they be doing? They're listening to the radio and they're all dancers. It's about the best I could actually... Wow, this is a monster. It is. It's a little bit heavy for this little telehandler. You can sort of really feel it. Right, so then while let's speed up time as well. Yeah, it's going to chuck it down the rain in a few minutes. Oh, the lady heard me and she's gone to dance school. Fantastic. July, yeah, we can't speed through to tomorrow. So it's up to 163. That's not terrible, really. Oh. Yeah, the zippy one, it really gets you like thousands of like... I think it's the fine tune one. Drought ongoing. Oh no. Ooh. Now, do I need... Yeah, I was going to say this. Obviously, I've seen this irrigation thing. Ah, fire. You have to like... There's that hours. Uh-oh. No, it's not. But I do feel for the person that... Oh, it's close to us, though. Wow. Very serious. It is. Yeah, I know I've seen one. I saw one very, very early on, but this is the first time I've actually seen it where it says it's a drought and things like that. Yeah, I suppose it was only a little bit of rain, really. Right, okay, let's see. Is there anything else that's come through in the interim? There is. Let's get this done. It's good, yes. So in the morning we shall... I'll probably just do what we've done as the event for this particular session. And then we'll do the grass cutting next session. More like it. We're getting a little bit more healthy now, so we could buy Fiat Agri. Oh, for such a bargain, isn't it? For oh, it is the little one, isn't it? Yeah. I think you can go a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's grab him. Yeah, we're gonna dig deep with this one. As in, we're gonna like you can sell everything. It's just I'm looking, there's sort of like a slight bit of hope. I don't think we'll do it. I don't think we'll quite manage to... But I suppose when you look at what we've gained, does that really matter? You can't win them all, can you? You've got to like literally Still a little bit of Mr. Noisy in there, as I call the Fiat Agri. Oh, spongy brakes. Yeah, the Fiat range seems to be a little bit like that, actually. Right, so then, yeah, we've got to do these two. I'm not sure. No, I don't think we're going to do it. Nope, I don't. But as I said, you can't win them all. Would have been nice. Thing of dreams. It's still every time we sell something, it's a little bit more profit. And it's a chippy chip thing, isn't it, really, the sales? You're not like making a fortune, but it's steady profit. It's not a bad profit margin, really. Yes, I've definitely sort of come to the conclusion that BD SSB's Stone Picker is definitely my favourite. It is now. Was a bit posh to Mack Truckers, but as I said, it used to go into the ground quite a bit. Well, BD SSB has actually addressed that issue. So yeah, it's sort of, again, a modder that's embracing the game, which has sometimes got him into trouble where giants have done a bit like what they did with me, really. So this, I think, will be the last item we can actually sell. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't think we're going to zip up that high, but we're going to, get that. 259 is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I'm not sure about this ongoing drought. Can you spray with a sprayer? Is it, like this? Because I'd imagine you should be spraying. But see, this is the trouble. In real life, you'd know, you just go out there and you'd go and spray things, wouldn't you? Because that's what you do. Is it slow down? No, it is the mall, isn't it? No, that. Oh, no, it is. So really, something like the Condor becomes quite amazing. It does, yeah. So this water thing, really, we ought to be. See, that is a point. I've not, obviously, it's not really happened very much. So whatever this feature is about the moisture, -5, -4, -6 moisture retention, withering chance, 30, 31, 32, 33. So moisture is 11. Oh, they're not bad, are they? They'll be the two grass fields. They're not awful. Irrigation inactive. So this irrigation then, how do we do it? Yeah, that is true. Because, again, this has caught me out a little bit. I know we can obviously spray directly, which is something, but yeah, irrigation itself, like the proper things that we see in the fields in Great Britain anyway, because this... Fantastic. So up to nearly 200,000. That's not too terrible. So how do we do the irrigation? Yeah, I mean, as in, is it something you buy in this sort of thing? What would it be? A production? A tool? Yeah, what I mean is this has caught me out a little, and I don't like being caught out. Concrete well. That's packaged as small items. Yeah, so they're the normal things that you'd think of. Tools, I would probably think is a beautiful little vehicle workshop that's just dropped. I mean, the one I've had already is brilliant. I love it. But this was quite nice. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, you can customize your shop without the need. But I thought it was very reasonable too. That one's quite nice as well, actually. Tiny workshop. There might be that one. Yeah, what might be that one actually that I... No, it was 1,000, definitely. Definitely. That, I like the look of that one. Yeah, I really think it's a bit big. But then again, so are some of the others. I think it's very good. And this one by Biggins also. Very, very good. Nice detailing on it too. Yeah, there's quite a few, because I always find these really expensive ones, just unless you're a million, like a massive going concern. Oh, so there's one with it open. Oh, no, it's openable, I think. Yeah. So not in tools section. So whereabouts is this watery thing then? We've looked at that already. Constructables, silo extensions, silos. I was thinking that was a bit, it's not, is it? So I'm a bit, yeah, I'm a little bit, whether it is, because, I mean, it says upkeep, so that suggests something that you have to do. So to me, I would have thought it was like a sprayer or something, but upkeep is a permanent thing, as in like you're paying for the water. So I don't understand why have we not got a water section then? I mean, we've got sprayers, we've seen that, but would it be in the barrels if there was anything new been added? Oh, still got to do the picture. I'm sure I fixed one yesterday. I did. Yeah, this one, the big liquids tanker. So I need to grab that picture and sort of put it on these two. It's better than not having a picture at all. I did do it the proper Giants one. It's rather annoying. Oh, right, that is... Ah, so I've used... Yeah, but it's the Abbey picture again. I don't want to be going back to the Abbey picture. It's like not... So no, there's absolutely nothing in there. So I'm going to have to do a bit of like research, because it sort of caught me on the hop a little bit. All right, so at 3 o'clock we need to go through till tomorrow morning, because we can't afford any of those. Well, we can't afford the Royal Christie, but it's going to make £350. So, yeah, in the morning it will be grass cutting time. We're not doing bad. It's just 200 grand again. It's not bad for how low we really went down to about 80,000 really with buying the Pilatus. I don't think we're doing too terrible. Ooh, but these production costs are killing us. Seriously killing us. Yeah, they are a little bit bad, to say the least. Yeah, definitely. So what can it be? What can be? Let's just keep crippling it. I mean, they are coming apace, so you can't really moan about those, because they're producing a lot. So maybe it is those. Maybe the costs on that, because I think it's the main thing. Self-sufficiency. We've only got our normal silage and digestate, which has actually gone through all of the... Now, but it needs some more water. Yeah, it does. We did all of the grass, but yeah, that's not going to cost us a lot, nor that. That is, again, that's getting quite high. And the guava beans, they're not, I've never noticed them, but yeah, the costs are quite low. So but yeah, 33,000 is a lot. But I suppose I did say this, the whiskey factory is quite high. You expect that every day with a whiskey factory, but I would imagine it is quite an expensive production to actually man. But the thing is, you make an absolute fortune, so you do make it back, but it's an ongoing cost that happens every single month. So it is... No, it's not worth doing, is it, for that? We could grab you. Anything we can take when we're going forwards? Yeah, we could grab that, couldn't we, really? And the header's definitely worth selling. Fantastic. Oh. Yeah, I've definitely come to the conclusion that the Red Rock, although very cheap, is one of my favourite telehandlers. I did also like... Well, I still do. I haven't had it very much in FS25. I think I've only had it... I've got it on my test map on Silver Lake, but I definitely come to the conclusion that the Red Rock is my favourite. I like the articulation. It really, once you get used to it, it's a real advantage, and I like it. So I might be quite frequent now. I also want to make a red weight for it, especially on my test weights, because it sort of suits the way that it snugly fits into it on that one. Fantastic. Now then, so do we have another as a GTA? No, but we could sell it. We could grab that and the. Oh no, that's not. I meant to grab you. No, oh no, you can. You can actually. We're not going to make a fortune from it, but. Yeah, I've got to be honest. I very infrequently go for the GTA now because I don't think it's got enough power with the ridges on the fields. As good as a feature it is, it's not good for tractors that are like quite weak. On the GTA, really, to be honest, it's set up to be an auxiliary tractor with quite a specialist. So, all my life, got in reverse properly. Ooh, that's a bit bad. Oh, it is damaged. Yeah, I just find it a bit underpowered now. The Xylon is just about there with all of the nerfing that's gone on. Wow, it's a bit incapable of reversing. So this damage has obviously damaged the gearbox. Right, so then. Yeah, that's the one that's going to bring in the most. And the Garant, we may as well. We may as well, because we're grabbing that forwards. And that one we may as well grab behind us. Fantastic. And that will go and rest over by our fields. And have a look at our third growth stage grass, because now we've got 2 fields. Now we have also, that's the point, I thought I'd ordered the front mower, but it is random. We do say this, yeah, the other front mower for, let's just do it again, because, yeah, it's not going to hurt. I could have missed it, although I doubt I did. Yeah, we've obviously bought the other back mower that we very luckily got. Yeah, so the Samas is what we're looking for, which I'm sure we did find. Actually, you can miss them. It does say that. Yeah, it does say you can miss them, so it is possible the search has got a 2% chance of failure. Actually, I think we'll do this in one, because it would be a bit of a tricky thing to manage with something else as well. It's a little bit long. Forgot about that. Yeah, don't let go of it. Yeah, that is something I'd like to work on. I'd like to add drapers to a few things. Fantastic. Let's grab the Garant, and I believe that is us done. So we broke through the 200,000 barrier by quite a little bit, which is nice. It is nice to see. It's like, yeah, it was the 100,000. You really like emergency funds for someone who's buying and selling. You need a bit of cash on hand, otherwise you've just not got that flexibility to buy your things in. So it's always tactics, isn't it, really? But also, do you want to miss a deal of a lifetime when you see things that your farm needs, and you know, yeah, but again, it's that striking the balance, isn't it? Because you've also missed some of the bigger things that would have earned us quite a bit of cash, but c'est la vie, really. So ordered 241,284. So we've ordered the Samas, and yeah, water. We need to stick some water. Yeah, the greenhouses are super chipping factory's got plenty of water. Mini self-sufficiency hasn't. We need to top that up. And the biogas plant is doing well. Yeah, it is. Fantastic. So we are going to do well in the back end again. We did last year, really. We just immediately spent it on like that big field and that there. So we sunk it straight into, you know, like making the farm bigger, which, oh, and that, sorry, yeah, 72 as well. Let's not forget that. It was quite a growth. We just had that little set there, and now we've doubled in a single year. That, I think, is good. So next fields I think are going to be a little bit further out, which is going to be 16 and 38. I think, yeah, and that's a bit of a weird one because of this that you get with it, which I still can't work out what that is. Yeah, it is directly over here. So is it a grass field then? Is that? And I think it's this as well. Which is sort of, to me, something you might develop into your own farm. I do wonder if that has been put there for that reason. Someone a bit like us. You've also got that one next to it, which I think is... So this sort of, to me, suggests that this was put here to be a farm. Like these, and you could choose either of these, because there's that one that we saw with that on there, which is buildings, and then I think one of these... No, I think this is the same, yeah. You get like the forest, don't you, with that one? With that one, you get both of the actual farm. Sure, one of these has got... No, the one with the cows is this one that's 1 million. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. Yeah, I think there's a lot of these little collections of things that you could make a farm. Farm Sim Brisco's really been it's been very good the way that he's done things for you. Yeah, I mean, my personal favourite is this one, the way we've gone on the new farmer start. But so far, that's my favourite. And then there's this one also, the big one on the edge of the map. I'm not a massive fan of edges because you're missing all of that area around where you can actually do something. I prefer to have things around me. So, yeah. Right. Anyway, let's go and see our grass. Which both should be third growth stage. Indeed it is. Moisture 0.0. But this does keep the moisture in. So we're still in drought conditions then. Perhaps. Although moisture is very low. Definitely 0.2, 0.8. And this one is, brilliant moisture. So that's a bit odd. So you got one field really dry next door, but still third growth stage. And this one that's, yeah, that is a bit odd. Right, but that's where I'm going to leave it. I still think that's not terrible for considering how low we've got. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. We've got things like this. We have got specialists just sort of trying to take stock and freeze into my mind. Yes, we've got the head of the Colossus. Obviously, we've not got anything for the Colossus this year. We knew this. Fantastic. 6 meter. Why is the 6 meter at such a weird angle? Bit odd. Right, so mower, which needs a bit of a wash, Mr. Smith. You're slipping. Yeah, and even the sort of, I did look at but why have you bought the 12.5 meter roller as well? You've got the giant brand. Yeah, that's exactly the reason, because the giant brand won't go through every single field, and we've got plenty of them. Of course, we've got the Matensis, haven't we, as well? So, yeah, we're going to do well when we get onto the vegetables, which is hopefully next year. That's true. We have got my old mower as well, and we've got a windrower. So we could sort of like set both fields going at the same time. This is true. I agree. And we've now got this as well. So, yes. I know we've only got the one baler, but that's not really the end of the world. Yeah, the worker can chug along. Right, so then, it's a bit of a shorter session, I would say, but every time I say that, it still ends up being 45 minutes anyway, So yes, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.